ball to be bounced in this third quarter. Time to get serious. The Eagles lead by 5 as Witt's got the tap read well, though, by Kelly. And the Eagles muster something to go further forward first, I should say, as Anderson, though, kicks the Suns to the wing. But he's had 11 kicks and 6 handballs tonight, so he's gaining a lot more territory for his team. Free kick to the Eagles. Came across, gave away the free, and as a result, Kennedy just gets that through.
Create some space in the contest. Just was not required whatsoever. He had Kennedy under control, under the drop of the ball, was never going to mark that ball, Kennedy. So just to give a soft one away.
Courage in front of the West Coast faithful when Liam Ryan's involved.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, actually, it's holding the ball. Petruccelli had to jump off both feet, and it goes Gold Coast way again, putting immense pressure on McGovern. He did pretty well to win the ball, but he handed it to Miller, who said, "Thank you very much."
Of Butterick, I reckon, is through the contest there, and that snap. That's the type of stuff we've seen in growth so far in this game, because you've got, it might have even been McPherson who was that player that did charge through, because Weller did it, they scored.
Have a look at this too.
There it is.
I want to show you Sam Day. That's all you need from Sam Day. We spoke about this earlier. You don't have to get 10. You just bring the ball to ground.
And again, leading up. He's done that a few times. Creative with the hands this time. Miller eyeing off a leading forward out wide. Game for only the second time in his career last year. His most consistent season for the Suns. Just the weight went the wrong. He'll spend the rest of the day on the bench after being subbed off.
It's almost surreal as he goes past Pav there. It's almost, it's hard. Anyway, that's footy. That's the way. That's why it's a brutal game. The best ruckman or the best clearance ruckman in the competition, but it's wide again, isn't it? But wide. There wasn't any want to try and get through the middle.
Quickly, the hands out to O'Neill. Natanui took on Weller. He wants it back. Nick Nat trying to light things up. There's only the big guy can. Oh, he's missed.
Shoves him away.
Just enjoy.
Shuey, Lemons thrusting through, hands are okay, Miller got balanced and hits the target. Brody.
Tonight he's trying to establish himself as a regular.
Just 3 goals in his AFL career. This a crucial kick. Stays off it a little. And that's a couple they've let go in this turn. Away to centre half forward. Allen floating past Redden. They've put it together. Ryan still moving as Darling kicks into the pocket. And Langdon. Well, right now, he needs to convert, and as he was last time.
Markov, and well defended by Cole.
That is a calamity, and out of kilter going the other way, the Eagles' defence, and you can understand why. Sexton to King, and the Suns reclaim the lead.
Steve here, look, he's just right place at right time. The kick was definitely on, but Weller just put himself in the right spot, and out the back is King.
It's game awareness. You got
It got through to Duggan. Again, they're going along that outer wing, progressing nicely. Redden's hands. Little pokey kick for Darling is just fine. Top 10 in the best and fairest. They need a goal. That's not going to be it.
Love him.
Kelly.
It's Oscar Allen.
There was a late bump from Ellis. Off the Suns, buy a little bit of time to get a breath back. Sexton, though, the gather, the turn, the shake and the give. Miller kept it low as a bullet for Swallow. He took it the second time, and in style he sends it through, and you can sense their joy.
This would be huge for the Gold Coast. A long, long way to go yet, but all of a sudden they find themselves staring down a 3-goal in a row from the Gold Coast Suns in the third quarter.
Well, you look at that ball went out.
Give by hand. Instead, his kick went somewhere in between. Lukosius had all the time in the world. Maybe he had 2 minutes. Nick Nat in the ruck. Ryan is moving in front of him. The handoff, though, went forward. And Cripps takes the moment when he needed to. He rises.
Yeah, he just takes off. And Ryan, the two of them. There's either one or the other. He takes possession.
Cole, and all of a sudden it's West Coast resurgent. Tim Kelly, what a sight on the wing. 2 bounces and a long, perfect Terrific kick for Kennedy. This to give West Coast back the lead. Not quite Darling. Oh, there's a good, strong grab from Marco.
He was in that contest right next to us here. Maybe the clash of knee.
Yeah.
He's starting to move a lot better than he...
Rux wrestled. Vardy had his way in the end. Got the tap down. Subtle push, not so subtle. According to the umpire, Ryan takes the advantage and in a flash. Doesn't. Oh, he's called play on, so he had to adapt. Across the front of the goals, and McFelly's trying to say, no, I don't want the advantage. They're up against the clock here. Redden, gone.
Again, no time, no space. They just come at it. They're young, they're youthful, they're attacking these stars of the competition.
Still 32 degrees in Perth. The Suns have never beaten the West Coast Eagles here. They knocked them off in a surprise last year in the chaos of 2020. What an opportunity to start for Holman. Oh. He's taken that opportunity.
Holman's moment, and a much better setup there. I love Greenwood. Yeah. He's like he's a protector. Always there to back and get around the back again, and then Holman, well, he makes something.
You're right, great cover here from Greenwood, because that pops there, and if he doesn't work defensively to sweep, then they're out the front, the West Coast Eagles.
Nice touch too from Sexton.
Which we saw, didn't we, in that first...
Just to get a kick away from Witts was at least stalled the Eagles, but they're back at the top of the square with the dangerous Darling and Kennedy. Take your pick. Take your pick. And it's Kennedy that kicks it.
Well, maybe it was a bit more of a shove than I thought. The other angle looked like a bump, but that's a bit more of a shove on Collins there. Third quarter, very similar to that. So
the first look, then Cripps to the outside. Liam Ryan backing away from goal. Delayed the handball to Sheed. He gets a good look at Allen, and Allen doesn't let him down. This is for a career high 4 goals from the undoubted talent of Oscar Allen as West Coast regain the lead.
It's going to break. The damn wall's going to break, but you just think if they can keep putting it here, these boys have been outsized all day. Bowes is fighting outside of his division.
Well enough as it turned out. The hands were plentiful for the Eagles. Redden with a wobbly old one. Perfect. And Allen, well, this is for 3 in a row. And Oscar Allen for 5 goals. Across the face it drifts. There's still danger, and it wasn't the big man we're expecting. It's Nathan Vardy. Couldn't get a game last year because of injury and form, and Nick Natanui, but when he gets his chance, he takes it, Nathan Vardy. To Brody, and they get to half forward. King with the mark and the turnaround. He had Alice running for him, but he wants to get it in quick and give their forwards a chance. McGovern, what a start was he hanging on. Day's wild boot.
It's been great duels throughout this afternoon.
The middle. Gaff can pinpoint that man who was doing the running. Langdon turning quickly, looks into the 50. It's a pokey kick, but that was just disposals for the day. Smith opens up some opportunities down the ground. Holman worked the angles, thought I might as well go. Then he almost changed his mind. McPherson with a choice kick. Sexton fell over, but he marked it on his knees. It's getting late in the final quarter. These are the sort of kicks that can be the difference between a win and a loss. Just effortlessly punches it back to the danger area. Two Suns didn't get the job done. And Darling might just... No, he does. Sorry, mate.
You get to set up the ground again. There's Darling, there's Allen.
But the beauty of the chip kick to Allen then is he goes back and takes 30.
Shepherd off the instep, that's a good kick. Cripps takes the mark. Sheed powers on. He runs to half forward. He's been a hero on the biggest day of the year. This time he kicks to Darling, who can't have imagined. It's touched, and Ryan adapted. Kennedy looks up, didn't have to go forward. Here's Liam Ryan. It's been a tough day for everyone, but the class will finish it. The class and the heart of Liam Ryan.
For you. And that's all you could do here was Kennedy just rushing back. And then Ryan still speeding the legs.
There's some great signs for West Coast here as they pull away. They've kicked the last 4 goals. They've got out to 18 points. But I've loved Kennedy today. I've loved the way he started. I've loved the way...
Cripps, plenty of distance on the kick. Is there time for one more West Coast highlight? There might be. Darling to Petrocelli, who unselfishly tries to find Langdon, who then has to go and retrieve it. Has he got enough time? Oh, there's no one on Petrocelli. He started, he might as well finish it. They get a big smile on the face to end the day.
And out. The skills haven't been 100%, but it's just contest to contest as a group that has just set them apart.
Plus 12 contested possession this quarter as well. The West Coast, they trailed all day.
Now Duggan plays it for Kelly. Might stop them getting a 13th goal. The siren will sound just after Cripps takes the mark, so they will get to finish off a final quarter. Oh, hits the post.